Diane in Denmark here, rah rah rah. It is Thursday, or Little Friday as we call it here in Denmark. Remember, in Denmark, home of hygge, we're always looking forward to things, making the everyday moments cozy and special. Anyway, I've got two things for you today. Check-in about day 23 of our 31 days of exercise challenge. Remember, we're doing the Flylady moving in May thing, adding a wee bit of exercise. Yesterday, I got a tattoo. Anyway, I'll tell you about that in a wee minute. And the other thing I'm going to do right here, right now, is we are in zone 4 this week for the Flylady Zones and the TOTH, which is the master bedroom. You saw me cleaning in here on, was it Monday? Yeah, I did a detailed clean, and I also went through what I have in my bedside cabinet, and I decluttered some jewellery. So today I want to do a quick declutter of sportswear and swimwear, because we are doing this moving in May challenge, and I thought it'd be interesting. And I had a little bit of an aha moment about sportswear just the other day. So anyway, we'll get into that. Anyway, my check-in for day 23 of our challenge, I got a tattoo. Now, don't worry, you know what, I'm sorry, but I really don't like tattoos. I'm never going to get a tattoo. It's just not my thing. But yeah, yesterday I was down at the sea with the ladies from my network club. We have a club here in Copenhagen, and it's for ladies from all different countries who maybe move here because they're stationed here for work, or maybe they've just moved here to live permanently, like myself. And there's all kind of subgroups. There's tennis, or there's oh gosh, yeah, I mean, you name it, we have it. We have knitting groups, and walking groups, and pet sitting groups, and language groups. So you've got all different subgroups. Anyway, yesterday we had our annual big dip. And the big dip was a skinny dip. Now, I've mentioned this before, I'm a winter bather, and yes, I'm going to need a little sign. Skinny dipping means the same thing as where you are. It's a naked, you swim naked in the sea. It's a Danish thing. I started doing it because it was kind of a crazy thing to do, but there are loads of health benefits. I'll put the link up there. I've made videos about it before. Anyway, yesterday we had our big dip, and this was a chance for ladies who have perhaps just arrived in Denmark, or they've been here for a couple of years. They know what the winter bathing thing is. They've never tried it, but it gives them a chance to kind of try it with lots of other ladies, and we're all there together, and we're holding hands, and I was helping them into the water and giving them some tips of how to get into the water. And I think, I'm not quite sure, I forgot to count heads as we were coming into they were walking off the bridge into the sea. I think we were between 25 and 30 ladies, perhaps more. And it was such a hoot, because a lot of them have never tried it before, but they just found it so empowering. And they were doing it in a safe environment with us other ladies who have been there before. And the new ones, we call them virgins, dipping virgins, because they've never done it before. Anyway, we've got a fantastic committee, and the committee, as a little surprise, had made these little, what do you call them? Those little tattoos they're not permanent. And we all got one on our buhuki. It was on our right buhuki. And then they took photos, but don't worry, they'll be very tasteful. And I'm not going to share them here, so don't worry. But we were all in the water, and you could see us all from the back, and we're all kind of doing a wave. And you can see kayaks sailing past, and you've got to see. And you could see our little tattoo on our bottom. So there we go. There's a wee laugh for your day. But I'll be scrubbing it off soon. I'm going to show it to Vibeke, because we're going down for a skinny dip in a wee minute. Anyway, on with the declutter. Let's get onto that. So let's move over. Okay, so this is my dresser drawer. Up here I've got makeup and my hair stuff for doing, my hair and makeup in the morning. It all fits in there now, go me. I used to have my hair dryer and brushes in a basket, but actually it all fits in there now, go me. I've decluttered so much. In here I've got underwear, socks. Don't worry, I'm not going to show you that. In this one I've got trousers, trousers and jeans, and I keep a couple of belts. I've got 2 basic belts that I use all the time, and these are all KonMari folded, and they fit nicely in there. Oh, she says. And down here I've got, let's see if we can get you down. Come down. In here, hold on. all over. There we are, tighten you up a bit. Down here I've got my sports stuff, a couple of swimming costumes. Generally speaking, I don't need a swimming costume because I'm skinny dipping. And nightwear. I won't do nightwear today, but I'll do my exercise stuff. So here we've got, now these are my running tights, and I've got a pair of, I'm keeping a couple of these kind of loose like yoga pant things. They're black, but I'm hoping to change them out at some point. I'll maybe find something at the clothes swap party. So those are keepers. I'm not too worried about not having things in my dressing your truth type colours. You know, you don't have to replace everything at once. And I find a lot of things at the clothes swap parties that they have, like my top today. This is actually a sweatshirt style. I wouldn't normally go for sweatshirt style, but when I put one of my you know, a kind of statement necklace with it. Now this came from eBay. It was about £4. And some skinny jeans. It feels okay for me. So I mean, you do what you like. And these are my running tights, which are thermal ones. I'm definitely hanging on to those because I definitely need those. But I've also got a kind of yoga pant things. Those are going to go. They've got a kind of slight sheen to them. I'll check with my daughter. She's about the same size as me. She's a wee bit taller. She's tall and skinny. But if she doesn't want them, those will go to the clothes swap. Or I should have taken out my bag. But you know, I've got a bag where I keep in the bottom of a wardrobe. Let me just grab it. This is the bag that I take with me to the clothes swap. So I just throw things in as I see them. And these are all clean items. So that one can go. And these are the two pairs of running tights which I got at the clothes swap. I got these ones at the clothes swap the other week and I really like them. And the other pair which I got at clothes swap, or actually Sue gave them to me, I'm going to take those to our Swedish summer house because I like to run when I'm over there and it'll save me, you know, carrying things backwards and forwards. So this pair is going to stay here and this one will go to Sweden. And I'll hang on to my thermal ones and these kind of extra yoga workout ones until I get something else. Okay. And this is like a soft hoodie, also from a clothes swap. I really like the colour, it goes with my eyes, so that's a keeper. And this used to be my daughter's. It's another hoodie and it's a very light heathered and kind of creamy colour. I held on to it because I need something for kind of sportswear, but it's not, I just don't like sportswear. And that's the little kind of epiphany I had the other day. I am, you know, in the old days I would say, you know, I'm not sporty. I am sporty. Since November, I've been going out for a run or doing a workout every single day. I mean, you've seen me posting about it all the time. So I am, and I'm a person who exercises, but I don't like exercise clothes. And that's been a real aha for me, and I'll show you what I bought the other day. But anyway, so this one I think I'm going to let go of because I do have one hoodie that I really like, and I'll show you this one. It's from H&M, and I actually bought it when I was over visiting Mum recently. It's light pink. I don't know if that'll come up on screen. It's heathered. And I really like the little text on it. And it says love, and it's kind of shiny and very white. And I saw this in the shop, and it reminded me of an album cover. Now, if you know Dare by Human League, there was just something about the text and the shiny bit, and it just really appealed to me. And I actually really enjoy wearing it. I'm not a hoodie person, but on the occasions that it's useful to be able to wear a hoodie, this is what I like. So I'm not needing to keep this one, that's not me. But now I have one that I really like, and I only need one. You may be the type that lives in sportswear, but you know, you do your thing and I'll do mine. I mean, you may have looked at my video the other day and said, oh my goodness, Diane's got a lot of jewellery. I enjoy wearing my jewellery. Maybe you've got a huge collection of magazines, craft supplies, books. You know, I don't have any of those kind of things, but I do like my jewellery. So when I'm making these kind of videos, don't feel like you have to be doing sportswear. You could be going through craft supplies, you know, fabric, cooking utensils, whatever it is. So this one's going to be kept as well. And then, oh yeah, hold on, I'll just go through the t-shirts and this, and let me grab so I don't forget to tell you. And then we'll just pop that here. Waiting on the wings. Let me see, I'm just going to sit cross-legged if I can, because I think then you'll be able to see it more easily. Hold on, I'll just sit like this. Right, now these are my swimming costumes, and I have another bikini which I keep downstairs in one of my swimming bags, and that's for the times that I'm maybe going for a swim, where of course I have to wear a costume. Down at the club everybody's naked, so it's not a problem, but of course if I'm going out with the family or going on vacation, I'm going to wear a swimsuit. Don't worry, I'm not that crazy. Anyway, I've got a really nice blue one which I got at a clothes swap party, and this actually came from this is John Lewis, a very nice navy blue one from John Lewis. And I've got I'm not really into bikinis, but I do like the, what do you call them, tankinis, which funnily enough cover you more up. I don't mind about the skinny dipping, but when I'm wearing a bikini, I like to be more covered up. I know it's a bit crazy. So you've got the tankini top and the knickers, or true knickers. And I've also got a really, really old one, which now I can see it's really, really faded, but I liked it at the time. This was from Magasin in Denmark. They actually have the Debenhams bought over Magasin shops. So they have some of the British things from Debenhams. And I really like this one, but what I'm going to do with this, because it is quite washed out, I'm going to put it in the bag that I have in the car. I keep a bag in the car with a towel, so that if I'm kind of out and about, or when we were in Sweden, I could just go for a swim. I'm going to put this bikini in with that, so I've always got something I can use. And I've also got here a sarong, which I have had, goodness knows, how long have I had that? Probably about 30 years. It's quite muted colours, and I hardly ever wear a sarong. I'll tell you when I have used it a lot is, you know, you can kind of tie it and put it over the pram, you know, in the summer when you're out with the kids, or over the stroller when you're on holiday, you know, in Mallorca. And I'm going to hang on to that just now. I'm not going to get rid of it right now, but that's probably T2 colours I'm dressing your tooth. But you know, I always find fantastic things at the clothes swap party, so I'll hang on to it just now and I'll see. But as I said, I hardly ever wear sarongs. It's not kind of my thing. When I cover up at the beach, I'm normally wearing a dress. I love dresses. Okay, and the last one here, how are we doing for time? Oh, we're doing okay. Yeah, I need to go and meet Vibeke soon, but I've got my swimming bag ready. I've got the thermos of tea. We've got our cups. Right. As I said the other day, I realised that I don't like sports clothing. I've got friends that love to go into sports shops and get all the different things. It's just really not me. But I've got a couple of tops that I got at clothes swap parties, which I keep. But this running top, I took it, and yeah, it's bright T1 colours, but I just don't feel good in it. It's not me. So this one is going back to the clothes swap party. And I'll show you the other, and there's also this one I took from the clothes swap party, which is a nice blue. Should I hang on to it? I might hang on to it because it's one of those, no, you know what, I'm not going to. It's a vesty type, but it's too sporty looking, so that's going to go back as well. And I tell you what I do like to run in. I like to run in band t-shirts. Now music for me is everything. I mentioned that about the running. I love running if I've got good music, and I don't go to the gym anymore because I didn't like the music that they played, you know, for the step class and the Pilates and, you know, all those different things. But I have band t-shirts, and you know what, I'm just going to run with my band t-shirts because I don't have to have sportswear that will be able to stand up to, you know, running a marathon and being sweaty for 2 hours. I'm out running for like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, maybe max 25 minutes. So ordinary t-shirts, as long as I'm washing them every time, will do. So I've got a couple of vesty t-shirts from my friend Rasmus. His band is called Makkens Corridor. If you don't know them, you can go and have a look. They're kind of a rock punk band, very popular in Denmark. They play all the big festivals and Roskilde Festival. So and I bought these t-shirts when they brought out these merchandise. Oh gosh, I don't know, 10 years ago, 15 years ago. Anyway, so I'm going to keep those. And actually the cap that you've seen me wearing when I'm out for my runs, that's also got the Mackens Corridor logo on. But the cap is really, really faded now, but I was thinking I might dye it because the stitching will stay the same. So I might dye it navy blue. Anyway, we'll see. That's another project. Okay, so that was it. And here's another favourite t-shirt. Now, I've seen Blondie, you know, Debbie Harry, several times, both in Edinburgh when I was a child and here in Denmark when I was a kind of grown-up. And I've got this t-shirt from Blondie, and yes, those holes are on purpose. It's only kind of T3 thing that I have. T3 style with the holy bits and the kind of unfinished edges. But I love this t-shirt, so I'm going to keep that one for running. And also, here we are. So this is to be kept. I've also got a plain white vesty top. I'll keep that one as well. Let me see. So those are all to be kept. And my last t-shirt, also one, a band one. I went to see Snoop, gosh, when was it? About 10 years ago in Vega, which is quite a small club here in Denmark. And you know, I'm not a huge Snoop fan, but it was most fantastic concert. And we were standing like so close to him, like where the door is, and we were here. And you could feel the love. So anyway, I'm keeping my Snoop t-shirt. I actually used to use that as one that I would sleep in. I'm really not into sleeping in something that says, you know, Snoopy or Care Bears. That is not me at all. So band t-shirts are the way to go. So my little epiphany was that I really don't like sports things, and by having good music, that gets me out and running. And I wanted to have a nice t-shirt that I would enjoy wearing. So I went on the internet and guess what I found? It turned up yesterday in the post. And for those of you who know one of my favourite films, I've got two favourite films. Can anybody? Okay, hands up if you can guess what it is. It's quotes from one of my favourite t-shirts, from one of my favourite movies, sorry, which is Hot Fuzz. And if you know Hot Fuzz, I dare you to kind of say these things in your head without doing the voice of a great big bushy beard or yarp. No luck catching them swans then. So I really, I'm so looking forward to wearing this t-shirt next time I'm going out for a run. Maybe I'll go out for a run today just for the fun of it. So do what works for you. If you're finding that, you know, you don't like the exercise, you know, like it's not sticking, that this 31-day challenge, if you're finding that the exercise is not sticking, maybe it's not the exercise for you. Maybe maybe you don't like doing 3 extra walks with the dog, but you like walking up and down the stairs with your laundry basket, or just taking one item at a time. Find something that works for you, or better, music, or maybe listen to a podcast when you're out working in the garden. You know, really find your thing. And hold on a minute. Yeah, I just want to finish off. Find your thing and make it work for you. It's the same with decluttering. Maybe you find a 15-minute session is not enough. Maybe it helps you to do, you know, a full hour, and then, you know, once a week. Just find what works for you. You don't need to be doing the same thing as me. But what I'm trying to show you here is how I do things, how I change the Flylady system to suit me, and you go and do it your way. And anyway, I need to get going, but other things for today. Thursday in Flylady Land is errand day. I actually ran my errands on Tuesday. I did my menus for Plan and Play Day, and I went out and I did my grocery shop. And when I was out doing my grocery shop, after that I went to vote with my son. I was mentioning about we have European elections on Saturday, and we have general elections in Denmark on the 5th of June. So I voted for those. And just to clarify, I said that you could vote as many times as you liked up to the date. What that means is with postal voting here, you can do your postal vote. You know, you can go to the council offices, you can go to the library. There are several places where you can vote. And you can place your vote. And if you change your mind before, you know, big polling day, you can go and vote again. Maybe you want to change, if you're doing a personal vote, you know, for one person from the party, maybe you want to change it to somebody else, or maybe you want to change the party, whatever it is. They will only count the last vote that you make. So it's not like, you're not getting to vote like 20 times, but if you change your mind, you've always got that kind of backup that you can still vote before voting day. So I hope that clears that up. And also when I was at the council, I found this really cute little postcard, and it was the council, they're always asking the citizens, you know, how can we improve our commune? Are there ways that we can make things more sustainable? Recycling, green energy, electric cars, we have lots of charging places here for those, car sharing, you know, we're out on our bikes, communal gardens for growing veggies and stuff. So I just love that about our local council, that they are really, really green. Anyway, and what else? Yeah, so I won't be doing errand day today. Remember, with the Flylady Daily Focus, again, you take the plan and you make it work for you. Maybe errand day works better for you on a Saturday, the whole family going out to do shopping. The main thing is that you have a plan for it, so that you're not kind of out doing something and think, oh, what was that I was supposed to be buying? You know, I keep my lists on my telephone, so it's right there in front of me when I need it. Anyway, I'm going to stop the video now because I need to get on my bike and go down for my skinny dip. Yes, we're swimming naked with Vibeke, and tomorrow I'll be doing a check-in with you for day 24 of it, exercise challenge. And I'll be giving you some tips and tricks how to get the most out of the summer. I know a lot of you, the kids are on holiday now. One of mine is now on study leave, and my other one will be on study leave from Monday. The summer, you don't need to dread the summer holidays or the summer break. So I'm going to give you some tips and tricks how to get the most out of that. Also, if you're an empty nester, how we can enjoy the summer and, you know, take a bit of time for ourselves. Anyway, I'll do that tomorrow. So anyway, all I've got left to say is live long and prosper. May the Danish hygge be with you. Happy Little Friday, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Okay, bye for now.